I learned to drill the other day.
Brennan learned how to drill.
Guys, drilling is so fun.
It
You have
is.
so much power.
Yeah, and you know, every time it will get straighter and straighter.
Sorry? I don't understand. It's
Okay.
straight already. What needs to get
just
straighter?
straighter.
Anyway,
This is our love story. This is our journey.
Hello guys, welcome to our Love Journey podcast. Isn't it amazing how we're back again?
like we are in full force working mode right now.
Like we can't let go.
We're supposed to be on
we love
holiday.
this. Yeah, but we love this.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Especially today's particular one is
Today
especially fun.
is absolutely exciting. As everybody can see, we are in a different location, and we actually spoke about it last week that we want to start like doing our podcast in different locations with an audience. And
Yeah, and look at us.
Look at us. In case you didn't know, guys, today's podcast is being recorded live at the Standard Bank Signature Lounge. It's a pop-up, actually. They just set it up, I think, on the 17th of December, and it will be available until January 2022. So if you're with Standard Bank, make sure that you pop in, come and enjoy. There's Wi-Fi. You can read some books. You can get some work done. There's games. There's stuff for kids.
Yeah, it's vibey.
It's amazing.
Very vibey.
And also, you know what I did when you were setting up? I actually went into the rejuvenation room, and it's like one of those massaging chairs. So I literally sat there for like a good 5 minutes. and I
Yeah,
was
because
getting
Bumi didn't
proper-
want to come out. She didn't want to come out and actually do this
like,
podcast.
if there's a massage, I'm
You're
there.
within.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's get started with a review.
Mm-hmm.
This review is from Sinom Kizen. She gave us a 5-star, and this is based on last week's podcast. And she says, this was a powerful podcast. As usual, you guys did not disappoint. I especially loved when Pumi spoke about how she wants to go as far as life can take her, while Brendan has a cap because for him, being home with family is the goal. It's usually the other way around, and it is indeed freeing hearing you guys openly speak about the unconventional dreams. I think what's most important is knowing what you actually want. Imagine how much harder it would have been if either one of you was unsure of what they wanted. Thank you so much for your ministry. Bumi, you are such a huge inspiration to a young girl like me who has so many dreams and right now is holding faith only.
Sure. It's good. It's good. The review's good. Like, I feel like last week's podcast, I even enjoyed it. You know, when you watch something back and you're like, I said what?
I wasn't sure though. When we were recording it, I was like, oh,
Yeah, even me.
are
But
we
like
saying
when it
too
was out,
much?
it felt like when it was out, I felt like, you know, sometimes you speak, but you know that you're not really speaking from yourself.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like coming through
Yeah.
some sort of supernatural.
Power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what it felt like. When I watched it back, I really felt like we were just channels of
Yeah.
like information.
And I think it was so important. And I always speak for representation. And she even said it in the review that we need to represent the unconventional.
Yes.
And have those conversations that people are afraid of having, and even dream those dreams that people are afraid of dreaming, and say those things that people are afraid of saying.
Yeah, that's basically our role. You know, if we saying everything that's already being said,
What are we doing?
There's no purpose to what
Exactly.
we're doing. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Today's conversation, let's get into it. We're talking about navigating the holidays, right?
Okay.
And I think part of the reason why we decided, you know, let's do this podcast thing, there's so many conversations that need to be had. And I'm specifically inspired by some of the responses we get on our video. I know we want to do one more. That's very, very important. Where we talk about actually, what do you call it? Your goal, setting the vision, the goal for the year. So that will be the next podcast. We will release one more this year. So look out for that. But today I want to talk about navigating the holidays. I mean, for some
Tough.
people, and it's because I've had so many conversations with different people. For some people, it's an exciting time. It's family time. For some people, it's pressure time. For some people, it's a lonely time. It looks different for all of us, and we shouldn't ignore that in conversations. So we should open up the conversation so that everybody finds their comfort in the holiday season. So I've set out some questions as usual, some talking points, and I think hopefully it will open up a good conversation for other people. These are conversations or questions you can ask yourself as well. So starting with you, what did holidays look like growing up, and what have you done differently? So you can actually say the good that you've taken and the bad that you've
From
changed.
what? From growing up?
Yeah, just in general.
I think growing up, holidays were more like we didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So we didn't travel. Like, I think my whole childhood, actually, we might have traveled like one time
To
or
your
twice. Yeah, but we were also visiting. Like,
Yeah.
we'd visit like my parents' friends in Guyana, and
Yeah.
that's like the trip.
That's the holiday.
But it's like yeah, it was just mostly just chilling, just watching TV. Like at this point, we'll probably have like full DSTV.
Yeah.
Remember
Oh,
that
before
time?
you had
Yeah.
the shorter one.
Yeah,
the compact.
yeah. During the year, you have compact.
Yeah.
December, you've got the whole thing. So we just kind of be catching up on all the stuff we couldn't watch throughout the year. But it
Yeah.
was just mostly being home.
Yeah.
And I think I still, to a large degree, I
Totally.
still associate the holidays with that kind of vibe, like just
Yeah.
not doing anything. Like guys, I value not doing anything so
Like-
much. Like for me, it's one of my my favorite things to do is
Yeah.
nothing.
Like wake up and not have any plans.
Oh my god, like
Yeah.
it's bliss.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think that was kind of the thing. But I think what I'm trying to do now is
Yeah.
I'm trying to do more stuff where we are kind of getting involved, getting out there, experiencing things. I think kids are also helping with that,
Yeah.
so that we kind of be more outdoorsy. Because kids get bored
Yeah.
just being in the house watching
Doing
TV all day.
nothing,
They want
yeah.
to do stuff. They want to go to the other day we went to Monty. They
The
were like
kids
so
were
excited.
amazed. Like they were like we
They couldn't
even missed
believe it.
bedtime for the first time ever.
They
Like,
couldn't believe all the lights and all that stuff. So you're kind of doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know we wanted to do the lights thing at Zoo Lake or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's all these things where I feel like now that I'm a father and whatnot, I don't want my kids to just be watching TV and series all the time, or cartoons and Peppa Pig in
Yeah.
our case.
Yeah.
But like I want them to be getting out there and doing stuff that they can associate with festivity.
Yeah. For me, holidays for us, I think it's a combination of a bit of pressure because my parents had to do stuff for all the
I definitely
family.
get that from you, like
Huh?
the pressure part.
Yeah, so there was the pressure thing of having to make sure that this one's child has clothes, this one has clothes, this is done, we're hosting. So there's that pressure part, which I, to a certain extent, I kind of enjoyed it. And then most importantly, which I've continuously expressed, is the hosting part, having people actually come to our house. So we didn't watch TV. So my dad didn't like TV. My dad doesn't really believe in TV, right? So like even if like we watched the TV for too long, he would like switch it off and say "Siqetikezi." I think it was just an excuse. My parents wanted us to play. Sometimes he would just take the DSTV card and hide it and go for the day. So that's why I don't associate TV with like fun, and I don't want my kids watching TV all the time. So on holidays we played like a lot. Like we played a lot. We did a lot of Christmas shopping with my mom. So I was at a mall a lot during the December holidays, getting gifts for everyone, getting the clothes, getting the groceries, planning the Christmas lunch, and most importantly, I enjoyed having my parents at home. So what I have done differently is the pressure thing. I think I'm doing better with the pressure thing, but you think I'm out of control?
I think you kind of drift between doing better and being out of control. Like I think you
Okay.
still need to find your equilibrium. But it's quite a lot. Yeah, I think you take it very seriously.
I
like
do.
you wanna do all the things.
Yes.
And I think to an extent sometimes it takes away the fun.
No, it doesn't.
Because now if we don't do it exactly right, it's almost like besenzani, like we didn't do it at all. And yeah. But I think it's good. I think it's a good balance.
But like now, we have to go Christmas shopping for the kids. We haven't gotten their Christmas clothes, but they're not here. They went to my mom's house. So that for me, like my brain is going because we used to do it with my parents.
Yeah.
But another thing that I'm doing a little differently, I think with hosting, we are preparing better so that when our guests come, they don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
We've done it all. I think that's nice. It's a nice way of serving our family and serving other people. So that's kind of what I'm doing differently. But I think for the most part, we both sticking to our guns. You still don't want to do anything. I want to do everything, and it's fun.
It's not that I don't want to do anything. It's that I want to keep the energy of
rest. Holiday.
during the holidays,
Yeah.
instead of kind of like sometimes, I think it's a great time to kind of settle down a little bit
Yeah.
and just let your hair down a little bit, just kind of relax. So I feel like if you're not, if that's not your mindset, if you're not in a relaxed mindset, then you're kind of missing the whole point of the holidays,
Yeah.
because you're doing all these things, but now come January you're tired.
You're tired. You're exhausted. Yeah. But I you're absolutely correct, and that's why this year I tried to actually, I was saying in 4 years that we've been together, it's the first year I've taken leave in December. And it's been absolutely bliss. I keep talking about it, and I get
Well,
to
you're
enjoy.
out here, you're
more-
working now, but
yeah, but this is fun.
Yeah.
This is fun work. I'm not exhausted. It's not pressure. It's just like, okay, we've got something nice to do. Let's do it. Okay, what matters to you during the holiday season? And the reason why I'm asking this question is because I think it's been defined for us. What
Yeah.
should matter? And that is the gifts or whatever. But it's different for everybody based on your upbringing, based on your experiences, and based on who you are or where you're at in life right now. So what matters to you?
for me, I'd say right now, making sure that you're checking up on people, I think every time around this year, I think everyone is kind of reflecting. Everyone is starting to prepare for the changes they're going to make in the next year.
Yeah.
So just kind of making sure that you're out there, you're talking to people, you getting involved, you having people over, we're meeting up, we're chatting, we're texting, we're calling each other. That for me, I think is very important. It matters. It matters more than gifts and whatnot. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you buy someone a gift, but you don't really know how they are.
Exactly.
And all they need from you is to say,
It's just-
how you doing?
Yeah.
Like, how's things going?
Yeah.
How's that business that you
That's such
started?
a good point, because I think we get stressed that, I can't go home, I can't have people over because Ngzobapan. What will I
Yeah.
give them? But sometimes all we need is a conversation. How are you? To reflect, to chat.
Yeah.
And I think I share the same sentiment as you, is that this year for me specifically, what matters this holiday is people. Those relationships, those conversations, that checking up on each other, spending time together, bringing people together, and also peace, man. Finding peace in my home, creating a space that actually brings me peace and rest. Rest for me doesn't necessarily mean sleeping all day or doing that, but being in a space where I can enjoy the things that I love. It's like that podcast we listened to, and it was actually talking about listening, hearing someone. It's like when I say to you, my need is quality time, and then you go and you buy me the whole shop. It's nice. I love the things you've bought. The bag
it's
is
not the
cute,
need.
but that's not the need. Meet
Yeah.
the need first. I think we should be very intentional about meeting people's needs and then doing all the other stuff. But we can't cover the important things, and important is defined differently for everyone, and that's important. That's what I'm also trying to get across. That's why I asked, what matters to you? Because how Christmas or holidays look like to your family might not be what you want yours to look like, and we have to create our own. I actually have a nice quote that I'm going to quote at the end about creating our own traditions, and not just doing something because that's what you that's what's always been done. And my last point is creating your own tradition. What does creating your own tradition look like to you?
It's finding out the things that are fun and that make great memories for our family.
Yeah.
And I guess you can only figure that out by like trial and error.
Yeah.
Marie loves this train also. Like,
we try and escape this train.
yeah,
I did
every
it
time
once.
every time we're at Mall of Africa, we must just navigate around. As soon as we see it, we
The
need to
last
find.
time, so I did it once, and the next time I said to her, "It's broken," and then she took it, and then
And
she
then
saw it moving,
it rocked up.
and then she's
And
like, "It's not
"Mommy, they fixed it."
and then we literally have to go on the train.
Yeah,
so
this train
yeah,
is just it's horrible.
But you know what was nice? It was such a beautiful experience getting on the train with your children. It seems so silly, and we worry.
Yeah, but they
Kuti,
love that stuff.
They love it, and you as a parent get to enjoy it too. So it goes back to what you were saying, Kuti.
Get everyone
consult.
involved.
Get everyone involved.
Get
Do you
everyone
like
involved.
this?
Let everyone do their thing, and
Yeah.
you do stuff that everyone enjoys. Like I know you enjoy, like you enjoy aesthetics.
Yeah.
You love the idea of hosting and everything looking good.
Beautiful.
Everything being like, from the moment people drive in, you want to have set up like a tour guide who's going to walk them through into the
That's
entrance.
dramatic, but
You
yeah.
just enjoy having
Yeah.
like structures set up
Yeah.
for the thingy,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so we have to bring all of that
Always
stuff
you
in.
just want the people, and you just.
I just want the people
like,
to have a
literally-
good time.
Brendan will literally grab himself a coffee with his friend, enjoying a whole conversation and not grab his friend a coffee.
Yeah,
and
because I just feel
you
like you
just
should be at
immersed in the
home, bro.
conversation.
Like you should be at home. Like, so it's, yeah,
But I
it's,
know that now. So that's how I'll always come out and I'll be like, when you like something, because you're so immersed in the conversation. Growing up, guys, my dad had these weird things. We were not allowed to ask for something because my dad used to say, so which means I don't know how to explain it. Like,
Yeah.
you've already asked, you're not getting because you're asking out of seeing it. It's not that you want it.
it's
You
because
just
you're
saw
seeing it. Yeah.
And then, so we would be confused. So we wouldn't ask because obviously we don't want to be greedy.
Mm.
And then if we just take it, then he'd get upset that we took it and we didn't ask.
For it.
It's
So
like,
there was like
what do we
no,
do?
there was no solution.
So we must be offered. So that's
Okay,
why I
so
believe.
that was the lesson in
yeah,
that.
so that's why I believe in offering people things. So that if you really want it, at least it's offered to you without you losing your dignity.
You know what the problem is?
What?
Is that I guess I'm so comfortable that when I go to places, I don't expect to be offered stuff. I just ask.
Yeah, you open the fridge. You're
Yeah, I'll just be like, hey,
comfortable.
can I have a drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I will
I wouldn't
starve to
open the
death.
fridge, babe. Come
yeah,
on.
okay, you'll ask for it.
But I'll
though.
ask.
Yeah,
If I need
will
a
starve
drink,
to
I'll say,
death.
yeah, Bumi will just hold it in, like, okay, I guess, Sinkeli lang sa tol type of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, so even in creating our own traditions, we see it in how we're raising our kids. Brendan, every time you and Nur, especially these holidays, every time you and Nur go to the shop, you are buying something. You're buying a toy.
But you must understand.
And then he says it was 9 rand.
It was 9 rand. And also, throughout my entire childhood, I probably got gifts in Christmas maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
So I always loved the idea. Like,
Yeah.
I'd watch movies and people would be gifting each other.
Yeah.
And I'd just be like, why aren't we doing this at the house?
Yeah.
Like,
So you're just gifting every day.
so it's nice. I mean, Nuri really loves Christmas. She loves the whole idea of it. And I see how she immerses herself. And also, I get it, she's competing with Peppa. So it's always,
Yo.
Peppa's got this, Peppa's got
Peppa's
that.
got a xylophone.
So, I mean,
Peppa's
I'm not
got a
going to
yo-yo.
let Daddy Pig beat me at parenting.
Or not, and now you're competing with my dad too.
And now your dad also the other day, guys. So Nuri, she got this bicycle for her birthday from her auntie and uncle. And now the bicycle doesn't have a bell. But now Peppa's bicycle has a bell. So now
She's telling my dad.
she's telling her dad, she's like, yeah, there should be a bell right here. So Mpumi's dad's like, okay, cool. Tomorrow we're going to buy a bell.
So Brendan's like,
So I'm like, wait.
tomorrow?
No, I'm going to buy a bell now on Take A Lot. So it's kind of like figuring out the balance,
Yeah.
of saying, I didn't have this. I would have loved it
Yeah.
and doing it for, but also like you said, I can't overdo it now
Yeah.
because you
It
don't want to
loses
raise.
meaning.
It loses meaning, and then it becomes more just about the stuff
Yeah,
and
what
not
am
what
I
it
getting?
means.
Did I
yeah.
get this? Yeah. Yeah. But I just think holiday season is beautiful. If it's not, be intentional about making it beautiful for yourself in your own way. And I've
Yes.
I've written down some points. You can elaborate if you want to. I'm just going to read them on how to get the most out of your holidays. Number 1, prioritize rest, whatever that looks like to you. To someone else, it's going hiking. To someone else, it's sleeping, reading a book, being in studio all day.
Love it.
Prioritize what rest and define what rest means to you, right?
Yes.
Number 2, try something new.
Yeah.
Try something new, man. Maybe don't go shopping alone. Go shopping with your friends or do online shopping. Or like we went to Mauro's Ark. We did spa with the kids and they enjoyed the playroom there. Just trying different things. Now the kids are away for the week. It's just you and I. Try something new. Number 3, get creative. I'm busy with my garden. Start a garden. Spinach is the easiest
Yeah.
veg
To
to
grow.
plant. Dance. There's there's videos on YouTube showing you how to dance. Paint. Just get creative.
There's so many things that we can do. Like,
Yeah.
I learned to drill the other day.
Brendan learned how to drill.
Guys, drilling is so fun.
It
You have so
is.
much power.
Yeah, and every time it will get straighter and straighter.
Sorry? I don't understand. It's
Okay.
straight already. What needs to get
just
straighter?
straighter.
Anyway, it's a great way to immerse yourself
And
in
the pool
in
project
stuff.
was fun for you, sort of.
It was stressful, but yeah, it's nice. I mean, now today,
Now you're just
today
like
my pool
bragging.
was. What did you see it today?
I saw it.
So like, guys,
So
I
it's
had
Santorini.
this 8-step process because we filled up the pool, and then I thought the water was
Gonna
magically
naturally
just gonna
gonna
look
be
great
blue.
because we painted the pool blue inside, sky blue, and I just thought it's gonna be see-through.
Kanti, there's 8 steps.
Kanti, there's 8 steps that I need to follow, and then I did the 8 steps, and this morning, my goodness, did it not look like Santorini?
Santorini.
Yeah.
So get creative. Fix something around the house, man.
Yeah, and maintenance. Like, guys, maintenance is
nice,
fun, man.
yeah.
It's nice maintaining stuff, making sure that things are at a level
That you will enjoy.
That you will enjoy, yeah.
I mean, sew your cushions. Paint one wall, move some
Yeah,
beds.
like
guys.
if something
the
is
bed
cracking,
does not
just
always have to be vertical. Sometimes make it horizontal. Just get creative.
try some stuff, man. Put some polyfiller there in the wall. It can't just be cracking.
Yeah, get creative. Spend time with people who make you feel good. I know there's a lot of toxic family that we're forced to be around, but I think as you get older, you can get to decide that I can love you from a distance and you're good for my soul.
Yeah.
And
I was watching this. I told you I was watching this. I can't actually say what I was watching.
basketball.
No, it's not basketball. It's a comedian, but like I wasn't supposed to be. Anyway, he was talking about Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
The American concept, right? And he was saying the whole idea. He says because he it's a foreign concept for him when he first got to America, and he was saying that he doesn't understand how people are hanging out with people that they hate.
Yeah.
Right? And I just realized that that's what the holidays are about. It's about making provision for people that maybe we don't see eye to eye, but this is the one time where we try and make
We
it
can put
work.
things
And I think
aside.
that's the way that we maintain just society.
Yeah.
To
That makes
work.
sense.
Just because I mean you have an added motivation to make an effort with people you wouldn't normally make an effort with.
Yeah.
So I think that's the spirit of the holidays and the festive season is, I usually wouldn't hang out with you.
But let me. So we're
I
scrapping
don't-
out my point.
Huh?
So we scrap out my point.
Which one is that now?
The one spend time with people who make you feel good.
No. I mean, obviously, spend more
time.
with
Okay.
people who make you feel
Yeah,
good.
but also make provision
make
for
provision
those.
for those weird cousins.
Yeah.
Those people. The uncles always asking for money.
Yeah.
Like, this
Go
is
the
that
extra
time.
mile.
This is that time
You're
when you can
absolutely
actually
correct
give
in
them
that.
that money.
Yeah, you're correct in that. And then the golden rule of shopping, always ask yourself, will it bring me joy? And look at this in a major perspective. Am I getting into debt that will later
Am I
catch
getting
up
the
with
clout
me?
that I
Am I
need?
going for clout? Do I really like this, or I just want umamncane to see good? Yeah, I bought this. Do I like the stress? Will it make me feel good, or will it leave me stressed not affording food later? So that golden rule, before you pick up something or online shop or whatever, use the golden rule. Will it bring me joy?
Yeah.
And then I've got my quote that I pulled out for you guys. And I got this one from End Girl Hate, a lovely initiative by Leanne Dlamini. And it says, holiday reminder, we don't have to continue holiday traditions that leave us broke, overwhelmed, and tired. And basically, the gist of navigating the holidays, define it for yourself. What does joy look like? What does peace look like? What's your intention? How do you go about it? And go for it, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. That's all. At the end of the day, if you're happy, people around you are happy,
Yeah.
then you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, guys, if you are a Standard Bank professional, private, and signature banking client, please pop in at the Signature Lounge. It's amazing. It's got vibes. There's is it called the silent disco?
Yeah.
It's silent disco. You get the headphone and you just dance. There's the silent disco. There's coffee. Brendan's on his 3rd cup.
Guys,
There's
the coffee is
some
so
amazing.
good, and this is not. It's not the.
The normal.
It's not the normal
no.
one.
Apparently, this one is from like the continent. They said
Yeah,
it's
you
like a
can taste it.
special-
Like, I can
it's
taste-
a special
I
coffee.
think I'm tasting a little bit of Angola here.
We're tasting everything.
Yeah.
And there's some games. There's 30 seconds. There's chess. There's some books I've seen.
It's vibey. You can
It's
take your
very
Zoom
nice.
meetings.
Yeah.
There's
And-
different like scenes that they've created. So if you feel like you want to be in a more
yeah.
foresty type of environment, you can
There's the
get
forest
that.
for you. There's the bush.
There's
the
the
beach.
Bahamas. It's a vibe,
It's
guys.
nice. Obviously, I chose the library.
Mpumi chose the library because Mpumi is.
I love the library,
Yeah.
but it's such an amazing space. There's Wi-Fi. There's also another thing. You can come and wrap your gifts here. Fun fact: I don't know how to wrap gifts, so I always use gift
How's
wrapping.
that a fun fact?
Huh?
How's that fun? I can wrap
And-
gifts. You know
No,
that.
babe, come
I
on.
ca- it's like
You could-
it's
no,
like an envelope
You
vibe.
see, and then you're gonna have those poking things. I can do that too, but then there'll be like that little white poking. I don't want the
It's
white
about the-
poking.
it's about the thought.
No, it's not about the thought. It's about the gift. There's also some art stuff for your kids, so please bring your kids here. If you need to work during the holidays, this is the perfect place to work. Have your family shopping around, or if you need to just take a break during your shopping.
Yeah. Also, it's your perk.
Yeah.
Use
It's
your perk.
right?
Yeah, use your perks.
Use your perks, guys, and come get in that massage. So we love you guys, and I promise we're gonna have another podcast for you tomorrow. Yes.
Is it tomorrow?
Is it tomorrow or next week?
I don't know. I don't know
Let
when
us
it's
know.
going up.
Huh?
I don't know when it's going up.
This is going up
We
today.
might be shooting. No, I mean the next one.
Oh.
So we might be shooting it tomorrow, but I don't know if you guys are gonna see it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the thing. Tell us if you want to see it tomorrow or next week, and it's all about vision and planning for the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important stuff.
It's important stuff because we go off the grid in January. So Brendan said, hey, let's leave people with something. Anyway, we're rambling. We love you guys. Goodbye.
Cheers, guys.
This is our love story.